Boom.
Yes. Yeah, you know how we do it. Nobody how we do it, how he does it. Get that badger in and on and over here. I had to move back to get his greatness in. It's going to be a pleasure to see you, well, speak to you all, message you all and all the rest of it. I have not recovered. I want to give a quick shout out to a rather funny comment I received yesterday, one day ago, from Samuel T, who said, anybody fancy a 10 quid sweepstake on how long it takes Jack to recover from Leeds Fest this year? For a return to the Badger, my money is on 8 days. And he's put 5 days and counting. Well, that was yesterday, and this is 6 days and counting. I was honestly tried to do a video last night, but I couldn't muster it. I couldn't hack it. So we had to wait an extra day for his quick ship vid. But what I can say, Samuel T, is I know there's only you in on the sweepstake here, but you're not necessarily wrong because I'm in dropping in. I'm 6 days in, but I'm by no means recovered. I woke up this morning and I literally felt like a frog. I've got a track coming out on the 13th of September. The link is immediately below if you want to help me on your Spotify, iTunes, whatever you want to do. Couple of quick shout outs to some members. Shout out to Sean Rooney and shout out to Tam, who are members, 99p a month. Shout out to Sean Rooney and Tam. Where do I start? We'll get hand rub back going on. Yes, yo. Free, yo. Where do I start? What? We've been off on a fucking flyer, haven't we? Been flying. All sorts cracking off while I've been either like as alive as physically possible, or what feels like I was alive as physically possible, or as dead as physically possible. It's difficult sometimes to know which one I am at which point and what time. But yeah, there's all sorts going off. Obviously made a couple of signings, which we will talk about in a minute. But I just want to mention that we've got a Japanese fella on the dials, on the ones and twos. Welcome to Leeds United style. So Dictionary corner, all aboard the bullshit bus. But this might not be bullshit because we are getting the signings in. Obviously, only got a couple more days left. But he's called A.O. Tanaka. Now, the main reason why I want to sign this guy is because I want to be able to go, A.O. we're signing Tanaka. Ayo, somebody please bring me Tanaka. And I also think his name's like, oh, fucking hell. Hey, oh, he caught me on Naka. Caught me on Tanaka. Right on Tanaka. Hey, oh, he caught me right on Tanaka. Right on Tanaka. But yeah, Leeds have apparently made a bid for this fella. Japanese, so he is. And he's apparently missed training. And his Wikipedia he missed training today for whoever he plays for. Dusseldorf. Fortuna Dusseldorf. And his Wikipedia page is a photo of him in a suit, which, you know, I like that, but definitely reeks footballer to me. It's a switch up from certainly from the normal stereotypical footballer image, you know, where they're actually, I don't know, like playing football. It's rare that you sort of see him graduating from high school. But yeah, we're in and on and over there, aren't we? We've obviously got that Ramazzini in, who looks like he got plenty of fucking goals in him, good goals in him. Very excited about him. It's mad out. Transfer window can sort of change, can't it, as quickly as it has done within a couple of signings. You sort of forget who's gone out. There's some talks of that Gus Hammer from Sheffield United, this Roland Salah guy. You know, there's all sorts flying off. There's going to be some more announcements, I think. We're going to keep strengthening. I'm hoping we can bring in, hey, yo, somebody bring me Tanaka, baby. Apparently he's Japanese. Hey, yo, he's wearing a suit on his Wikipedia. That's bad. I'm not quite fully there with it yet. I'm still works going on. We've clearly got some sort of a connection going on with Tottenham, haven't we? Of this, there's no doubt. Rodon, Gray's gone there, you know. We got that Spence in, didn't we, on loan? Well, now we've got a new loanee, Manor Soloman, who a few people are worried about his injuries and stuff. And, well, a few people are worried about his politics and stuff also. But, you know, as we well know, we stay out of all that shit in and on and over here, don't we? He prefers to play on left wing. He was saying in his interview the other day, said he's excited to be here. I'm hoping he can stay injury free. This could be a very good signing for us boys. Let's go! Thought performance really good on Friday night against Sheff Wednesday. Gladly we actually turned up trying to win the game. I was really pleased for Aronson. Got a good goal, another goal as well. Clearly over his miss, as some people said that he might rue that miss or something. But I think he's just, he gave a really good interview afterwards, sort of thanking everybody and said that it might be tough at the start. He knew it wouldn't be necessarily easy with the fans. But I think everybody should be on board now. The one thing I would say is it'd be interesting as players come in, whether he gets them pushed back down the pecking order, because ultimately in the 3 games we've had, he's probably been one of our best performers, and he's obviously had a start the other day, but came off the bench last time. Consistency is clearly the key, though, isn't it? Because he started well for us the first time round, didn't he? But in fairness, it's an easier league. We'll have more possession. He's a bit older. He's hopefully a bit wiser, etc. Who knows? Somerville didn't even get on for West Ham at weekend, and that's not digging Somerville out in any which way. No way in, no doubt about it. I'm not trying to do that, but just be interesting to see how they get on in general, won't it, really? Gray came off the bench for Tottenham. Similar thing, really. Rutter, same. I think Rutter only got a minute unless they've played again since. Because, I have been like, my head's been a jungle. But it will be really interesting to see how they get on. I said at the start of the season, when some of our talks are going, and I was slightly not concerned for him, because obviously if they leave the club, I don't really care where they end up. But ultimately, West Ham's a pretty hard club to thrive at. And, as much as, what's his face that plays Bowen and stuff, as much as they're sort of like, they come on against England and you think, oh, Jesus Christ, like a bit boring or whatever. It's also, he's a Premier League footballer, of that there's no doubt. But it might just be one of them things where they're trying to wedge him back into the side, so it'd be interesting to know what you boys think of that. But I think he's going to have it cut out for him. I said a million times, but I reference Ben Rama extremely a lot. I reference him towards Ben Rama a lot, who had a really good season, didn't he, at Brentford, I believe it was, went to West Ham, didn't really happen for him. Gray's only a young lad. It might be one of them things where they're just sort of weaning him into the squad a little bit. But yeah, so Wales squad's come out as obviously your obvious ones, like Ampadu's in there, Rodon, Dan James, but apparently Carl Darlow has joined the Wales squad as well, so make what you will of that. Craig Bellamy's the head coach there now, is he? So I don't know whether that's got something to do with it, which it undoubtedly hasn't. But, why wouldn't it? That's all I'm saying. But yeah, what we're doing, while we're going, how we're feeling, I've been loving it. Leeds Fest was probably the best one I've been to since God were a lad. I've been to every single one since I was a youngster. Well, to be fair, about 4 years off between about 20 and 24, and then I've been to everyone since, and it was amazing. The weather, I can confirm, was as wild as I've ever seen in my whole life. It was literally... I went to Butte Fest a few years ago, and there was a storm, and the stages were nearly blowing over and stuff, and I thought, well, it can't be as bad as that. And I think it was as bad as that, but only for about an hour and a half. There was one point where the tent was honestly blowing us down the hill, and I just couldn't deal with it much longer. I ended up just getting out of the... Well, not out of the tent, because the tent was on me, but I got out and then I crawled out, then got on top of it, and just went to sleep on top of the tent. So it provided me no cover, but it was either me on top of it trying to keep it on the floor, or we would have never seen it again. One of the stages got cancelled, which then made the Saturday so mint, because there were loads of artists that I really wanted to see on the Saturday, like Skrillex. On the Friday he got cancelled, but then came back on the Saturday, so the Saturday was just packed out for me. It was absolutely amazing. Overdid it on the Friday night, nearly died. Took it to the extreme on Saturday, and then had a bit more of a chilled one on the Sunday. But who cares about that? What am I talking about? And Jack Clarke, I can confirm, he's not coming to Leeds United anytime soon, because he's signed to Ipswich, like the rest of them. And I'll tell you something, for what not? I don't give a shit. If you don't want to be at the club, get out the club. So if you don't want to be at the club, you get out this club. Like, well, he never signed. Yeah, well, that's because he didn't want to be at the club. So get out the club. He's not in the club.
Boom.
JackCity, bitch. JackCity, bitch. Hey!
I don't wanna play no games. No, I don't wanna play no promises.